are there things out there about esports that we just, would be good to kind of just go, look, it's a bit of a myth in terms of like the nutritional side of one, or that actually, sitting and playing for 10 hours straight is good for you. Those types of things.
Doing anything over and over again is one of two. It's either it's not practice makes perfect, it's good practice makes perfect, or it'll be extremely damaging. In the same way that, playing football a couple of times or, every day is great. Playing football 8 hours straight every day, not good. So there's got to be the right type of rest and the right type of kind of stimulation from other areas as well, drinking properly, sleeping properly, eating properly. Myths wise, it's addictive. Well, yes, to a point. So's lots of other things. Running can be addictive. It's about balance, etc. It makes you violent. Nope. There's not. There's more and more surveys with each passing day of sensible people who will say there is no commonality there at all. And I'm to probably put a disclaimer there or asterisk or whatever. But because there isn't. But fine. I don't have the money to be sued either. So there's those types of things. And we've also got to understand that one of the greatest pleasures I ever had as a child was making mixtapes, either for myself or the girlfriend I was definitely going to marry when I was either 9, 11, 12, or whatever. And that was being creative, and that was a certain amount of kind of logistics, and it was problem solving to a point. But it was my world, and my parents weren't involved in that. And I listened to my music on my CD player in my head, and I was a happy little bunny, no problem. Well, I had my own language then. I don't know, what was I? It was something like cowabunga or something awful like that, right? So now these students and young people, based on the technology they've got their hands on, including, smartphones, they're empire builders, right? They talk their own language. If something isn't a problem, then they will write NP in a chat, because why the hell would you want to write no problem? We have OK, right? Yeah. So they can have NP. They can have in real life IRL. I don't mind. I've got to learn it. I've got to stay on top of it for loads of reasons. But they are empire builders. I've got 2 screens in front of me, much like yourself, I'd imagine. Dirty there. These guys will whiz around and be on their phone and close this and type this and do this, and they will empire. We're not very good as a generation and generations older than us to recognise that is a talent to a certain degree, and there needs to be as much pivot up top to respect and understand what they're doing in terms of the skills they're learning, and tell them that they're learning skills in the same way that they occasionally will have to meet us in the middle as well. So yeah.
No, I think that's an important point you've raised, because like we have it in school. I'll give you an example here. It's like, I hate using the textbook. So I won't. Or if I do, I'll use the ebook. So I'll have a PDF online, I'll pull it down. But from a generational perspective, looking down, they're like, well, this is what we did. My son, daughters should also have that, because it's understanding or knowing the difference. And you've just hit that nail on the head. Is that we look at students or our own children and the amount of time they have on screens and devices and doing, and like you said, and I think actually someone on my LinkedIn did post this in terms of there is no connection between, a lack of, I think it was like whatever again, I'm going to give it a fluffy one just in case, but there isn't a connection between the screen time and a lack of learning. No, and I think it kind of came out of COVID studies. And so it's understanding those points, isn't it, the world we live in. And I think people's conversations even around AI and the impact that might have, and I say might, it's no guarantee in terms of however many people pick it up, but it's the same with this, isn't it, in terms of being appreciative of the skill sets that our students are learning. And I love that term you made, empire building. I think that's great. I'm going to steal that one. It's great.